It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Vikings.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Matthews. Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for Minnesota.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some room to work. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
At the 40-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Jefferson going to go in motion right.
At the 32-yard line.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Off play action. Matthews. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two, we got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Matthews. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Matthews. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. Stiff-armed him. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, 49ers nothing.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Matthews.
The pass on 2nd down. Nick Bosa on the stop.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 38. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Niners, 38-yard
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jefferson going to go in motion right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Shifts by him at the 25. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 82 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Cooper will come in motion right. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Wiley Patterson, the kickoff for Minnesota.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Matthews. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 67 yards. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Patterson now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Vikings 21, 49ers 7. Riley Patterson, the kickoff.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Fielded at the 33. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now a play fake here on first down. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Matthews. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
49ers 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Right there, hurt.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Come on, hey! Hey, check that.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Viking 18. Dragon 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw here. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. A 3rd down gain of 19. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Now Moody for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Matthews. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set alone a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
McCaffrey running up the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Moody. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 119 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matthews flush to his right. And this one too low. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cooper. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think
for the offense. An unexpected 4th down here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
21-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 20.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
I like what they did there. Still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right.
Throwing right, and that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
19 Tiger.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for Minnesota.
Well, plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 70 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown 49ers!
And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
And I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now. But in a small way, those defenders are also kind of happy for the rule change. Because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Trying to keep their season alive. Down 7 in overtime. And they'll, of course, need to score before time runs out in the period as they work on second down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Nervous time now. Moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's third down.
Back to throw. Matthews out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Off the play fake. Matthews. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Second and 10.
That one back, incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
The one thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way. And they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
On fourth down, Matthews.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.